Welcome to Storytellers with a Message. This is where I share real stories about real people. I'm Lori Grant, and I'm committed to capturing the moments and lessons that shape our lives. Together, we'll explore stories that teach, inspire, and remind us that everyone has a story worth telling. Have you ever felt invisible? I feel like that all the time. It's not a new thing for me, but this week it seemed to rear its ugly head again. Well, at least enough to talk about. I was traveling last week. We all know airports bring out the absolute best in humanity. Well, not so much. People are in a hurry. They're distracted and, honestly, usually not on their best game. At the gate, we're asked to line up by boarding priority. You know the drill. Priority 1 and 2 go first, then kids and families and military, and then 3 through 5 or something like that. On this trip, I was in group 3 for all of my flights. And I have this habit. When they call groups 1 and 2, I stand up. And after 2 is loaded, not because I'm trying to be first in line for group 3, but because I know I'm about to be crammed into this metal tube for hours. And I want those last few minutes to be on my feet. So I slowly, casually make my way to the back of group 2. And then I just wait. I just wait there. I'm out of the way, minding my own business, and, other people do it too. But the most interesting thing happens when they call group 3. Almost every single time. At least one person stands up, walks directly in front of me, and plants themselves right at the front of the line, like I'm not even there. This didn't happen only once before the 6 flights for this trip. It actually happened on 5 out of the 6 flights. Yeah, I kind of started paying attention after a while. Am I invisible? Well, I must be. And then because the universe has this great sense of humor, last night I was working a craft fair. I was breaking down my booth when a man drove up asking about the event we had just wrapped up. I started answering his questions, and while I'm in mid-sentence, another vendor swoops in, jumps into the conversation, and basically elbows me out of it. Again, I'm left standing there thinking, hey, am I invisible? Well, here's the thing. That feeling can settle in. It can get heavy. It can make you question your worth, your presence, and your basic sense of belonging. It can make you shrink yourself without even realizing you're doing it. But here's the part I forget sometimes. People not seeing us doesn't mean we're not there. People overlooking us doesn't mean we don't matter. People stepping in front of us does not decrease our value. Sometimes people are wrapped up in their own world, their own stress, their own agenda, and their own noise. And our visibility has nothing to do with us, but everything to do with their awareness. Being invisible isn't always a curse. Sometimes it's a superpower. When people overlook you, you get to see things they don't. You catch the details. You read the room. You notice the energy shifts and the small kindnesses and the quiet red flags. You see the truth behind the noise because you're not the one making it. Invisible people are often the most observant people. And observant people are the ones who understand the world in ways others miss. So here's my message. If you've ever felt invisible, maybe it's because you're meant to see what others can't, or maybe what others won't. Or perhaps you're meant to shine somewhere people actually look up. Maybe you're gathering wisdom or perspective and clarity that only comes from standing just outside the spotlight. Maybe the rooms where you're overlooked in aren't the rooms you're meant to be seen in. Maybe the people who walk right past you are actually clearing the path for where you're supposed to go. And when it is your time to be seen, you'll show up with a depth and a strength that only comes from those moments when people treated you like you weren't there. I think we're becoming visible in the places that matter. We're not invisible. We're powerful. We're powerful in ways they don't even realize yet. So if you're feeling unseen, know that even in the shadows, you're still shining. This has been Storytellers with a Message. If you enjoyed the show, please hit the subscribe button and leave a review on your favorite podcast app. It truly helps others find the podcast. And if you have a story to tell, I love to hear from you. You can email me at storytellerswithamessage@gmail.com. To explore my children's books or learn more about my work, visit www.loriDgrant.com. Until next time, I'm Lori, wishing you joy and peace.